What's up, guys? Good morning from a random but absolutely stunningly beautiful rice field here in the provinces of northern Vietnam. We're going to be starting our journey here in this little town, this little valley town that's about 4 to 5 hours outside of central Hanoi, and we're going to be making our way further into the mountains. I want to welcome you to episode 2 of the Northwest Vietnam Loop series. Let's freaking go.
Day 2 is one of the longest rides of the entire series, pushing west into the mountains where few international tourists go. This is where everything starts to change. Better roads, insane views, cooler air, and the real local Vietnamese adventure finally begins.
This is such a cute, quaint little village town, like in the middle of a rice field. It's unbelievable. Over here to my right, so this is a market selling fresh fruit, meat, vegetables. It's just the Vietnamese way. People just walk out in front of you, and it's your job to kind of just make your way around them, the foreigner. I've actually seen quite a bit of foreigners in this town. It surprised me. I think that there's tour groups that bring people from Hanoi out here, since you can kind of experience that traditional Vietnamese village life not too far outside of the city center of Hanoi. So from what I've heard today, this ride, I'm pretty much staying on the same road, QL6, the same road I was on yesterday, deeper into the mountains, of course. I don't know if you can tell, guys, but we're getting crazy elevation here, and I can feel it. Like, the temperature is dropping drastically. Guys, look at the Google Maps in front of me. Look at this. Look at that. Oh yeah, let's go, baby, let's go. No exhaust noise at all. Getting a little bit of sunlight. Also brings some warmth to me, which I could use. Oh, it is chilly on this bike. I don't have as big of a windscreen on this bike as I do my XADV 750. And at speed up here in elevations, woo, it gets chilly. Wow, can you guys see all the fog? I'm gonna send it past this Honda. Our first stop is 30 minutes and 15 kilometers away. And I forgot what it is. I forgot what that stop was. I have it saved on my Google Maps, but I forgot what it actually is. Okay, this is nice. I hope this is coming off on camera properly. This is pretty good. Okay, Vietnam. Okay. Alright. I see ya. Full throttle. Wee, wee. Yeah, I am spoiled. I remember back in the day when I first did my very first motorbike tour, the Golden Triangle motorbike tour around northern Thailand. And I did that on a Honda Click 125. And these days, I don't think I would ever ride that bike. Riding those tiny little bikes like that beat the crap out of you. Pro tip, if you're ever renting a bike to do this type of motorbike tour, always make sure you get a bike that at least has 2 rear shocks, that is twin rear shocks. Because like a lot of the bikes like the Honda Clicks only have a single rear shock, and they're not built for people other than small Asian human beings. You know, I'm not necessarily a big guy when it comes to Americans as far as being fat, but still, one of those bikes with a single rear shock is not something that you want to ride long distances on. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze through here like this. Whoop. Excuse me. Oh yeah, look at this. This guy's, ooh, Fortuner. and then he decided to not go for it. That's the problem with this, the amount of elevation here, is these larger trucks, they're stuck. And then once you're behind them, you can't see what's going on. Like that Fortuner, he was so close to the truck, he couldn't see what was ahead of him. And he went to go for it, and then as soon as he dipped around behind the truck, he saw another truck coming this way, and he bailed, aborted mission. You know, my original plan for Vietnam was to do the BBC Top Gear south to north motorbike trip. You know, if you're watching this channel, I'm sure you are a fan of Top Gear BBC. And it is my belief that the BBC Top Gear episode where Hammond, Clark, and May went from Saigon, Vietnam to Hanoi is not only the best Top Gear episode ever made, bold statement, but the best piece of content to ever be produced. Ever. I will die on that hill. And it's been on my personal bucket list for 15 plus years to do the Saigon to Hanoi BBC Top Gear motorbike tour. And that was my original plan for this trip. But I had many people tell me that it's actually not a very enjoyable ride simply because of the amount of big trucks on the road. And I decided to do this trip instead because I heard it had better roads, it was more scenic, and had less dangerous big trucks. But so far, I'm still seeing quite a bit of large trucks. And I don't like them. I'm not a fan. What the hell is that? It's like a really nice building in the middle of nowhere. There was a big fancy sign outside, but it was in all Vietnamese. So obviously, I can't read that. Got some sun, good views, nice roads. Finally broke out of a lot of that traffic. Wow. Random little motel. Look at that. And it looks nice. See, that's one thing about Vietnam, especially when you're comparing it to the Philippines. You can be out here deep in the province, right? Roll through a little village like this, and you'll have nice, clean hotels with great, nice, clean food. Oh, passing the Land Rover Defender. Let's go. Come on, ADV 350. Should be, oh, here. And this is the first spot that I saved on my Google Maps as my first pit stop or side quest. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember why I saved this on my Google Maps in my favorites. I've said before, a lot of times when I plan these trips, I'll be chilling at my condo in BGC, having a couple beers, hanging out, and I'll just be exploring on Google Maps. And I'll see stuff, and I'll save it, and then a couple weeks later, when I'm actually at the location, I forget why I saved it. So it ends up being a little surprise to myself. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, he said he got me with the hello. Very nice. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's just a little mountain village town. I don't know. But I saved it for some reason. There must be something going on here. I thought I was going into this town. There's a town down here to my right. But this is looping me further up into the hills. That woman is just sitting on the side of the road. Oh, hello. That woman was just sitting on the side of the road, like making a scarf. So random. What is this? Man. Wow. This is, look at that. Look at the color. Holy shit, look at this road. Hello. Are you guys seeing this over to my right? Unbelievable. Where the hell am I? And where the hell am I going? It's a question that I would like to know, and a question that I like that I'm having to ask. You know? Means you're having an interesting day if you don't know where you are and you don't know where you're going. Looked at my phone to see where the location was that I had saved in my Google Maps as a favorite. And get this, I drove past it like 15 minutes ago. All it was a viewpoint. It was just a viewpoint where you could stop and look at the view. And then, oh wow, that's a big boy. Dang. Hello. Wow. He's a big boy. That's a big one. Dang. There's another one over here. He's just running free, hanging out. Yeah, so I passed by stopping location. Look at these views. Wow. It's beautiful here. Truly, stunningly beautiful. And I don't know if you can see how the road continues to twist up through the mountains ahead of me. Hello. Hi, hello. Hi. I'm sure a lot of those little Vietnamese kids probably never seen a foreigner before. I mean, maybe occasionally one will roll through here. Hello. Hi. Hello. Oh, hello. Hi. That girl looked at me like I was an alien. Yeah, school must have just got out or something. There's a lot more activity. Hello. Hi. Some of them wave at me, and the other ones just look at me like I'm a freaking alien or something. A lot of activity here. Oh, this on the right is the school. This is the school. This is where all the kids were walking home from. Oh, you got it, dude. Nice, good job. Bro, are you gonna ride that scooter? He ride? No way. Really? Whoa! He's got it. And he's off. Dude, he couldn't even get up on the dang scooter. Okay, that was impressive. And he's gone. He's sending it, bro. His dad just gave him the scooter, said jump on it and head home. That was hilarious. Very impressive. Oh, watch out, kid. He's leaving me. He's driving faster than I am. Dude. And he's gone. I gotta figure out how to get out of these village towns and get back on the main road so I can try to make up some time. This little side quest has taken significantly longer than what I thought it would. Despite that, it was definitely worth it. Great side quest. Good roads. What is that in the road? Whoa! Big dog. Big dog. These roads are too small for big trucks. Hello. Oh no. This was not in the plan today. A little bit of mild off-roading. It's alright. Nothing the ADV 350 can't handle. I'm beginning to think it's almost pointless to even get a bike washed. I don't like riding a dirty bike. My bike is pretty disgusting. But I'm not sure if there's a point of washing it. Look at the color of the rocks. Dude. I am in awe here. I gotta stop for a second. Just take a look at this. The views are crazy, bro. This is amazing. Wow. Bye, dude. See ya. Look at this. Unbelievable. unbelievable. Oh, fuck. Almost dropped the bike. Okay, that's too steep of an incline. I'm used to having on my XADV 750, I have a emergency brake that I can flip on in this situation. Oh my God, it's actually scary. While that side quest was definitely a 10 out of 10, it took way longer than expected. Hello. A bunch of Vietnamese girls giggling. And I just quote unquote wasted. Not wasted at all. It was amazing. It was totally worth it. But I just spent about an hour on that side quest through the villages and mountain roads out here in rural Vietnam. But now I'm officially back on QL6, the main road that's going to take us all the way to our stopping point tonight. It's time to make up some time and make our way further into the mountains here in rural Vietnam. It's the first time I've seen a red light in a very long time. Coming into what is a pretty populated little town. It looks nice. Look at this VinFast SUV in front of me. Oh, that's the VF8. It's like two-tone. Trying to be like a Maybach. That's the VF8. I think they actually brought that car, that SUV, to the US. Nice little town. I was originally going to stop here tonight. This was originally going to be my stopping point for day 2. But the journey was a little bit too short, so I decided to extend it out and head to the next town, which is like an additional 120 kilometers, making today's trip a pretty long one. The buildings here are so beautiful. Look at this green one. Look at that. Wow. That, like, Vietnamese, French architecture placed up against the cliffs and the mountains. Such a beautiful sight. Oh, there's a sign. Son La. That's not how you pronounce it, I promise. But it's SONLA. 105 kilometers. And that's where I'll be staying tonight. So, only have 105 kilometers left till tonight's stopping point. According to Google Maps, it'll take me 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, look at this. Look at that. The views to the left are insane. You have these little villages down, like in these valleys, like where I stayed at last night. I thought that was like a very special place, and it is a very special place, but it's not unique. I've seen quite a lot of little villages like that just on today's short journey.
At this point, I was totally locked in, making great time and really enjoying the ride. But an hour later, I stopped to stretch my legs and check Google Maps for a local restaurant, and well, that's where things got really interesting really quickly.
Hello.
Mày bèn lốc ra bớ vẩn. Hôm nay nói sai tôi rồi.
Bruh, I can smell the alcohol. That dude reeks of liquor. Holy crap. Camry police car? Toyota SUV police car? I'm stopping here looking at Google Maps trying to find a restaurant, and there's a lot of shit going on. This dude is gonna get hit by a car. That dude is going up. He made it. Is he gonna fall? There's a lot of activity going on over here. I don't know what's going on. I think it's a wedding or something. So I was attempting to look on Google Maps to see if there was any restaurants between here and my stopping point for the night that were like highly rated, like really cool restaurants or cafes. There's nothing. I mean, we're getting to the point now where we're just so far out there. Oh, it's a little town. Maybe I can find some lunch here, maybe. The thing about when you're searching for a restaurant, you always look for a place that have people in the restaurant. If there's no one in the restaurant, there's a reason no one's in the restaurant. That's a pro tip for Southeast Asia. Anytime you're looking to eat somewhere, look for the restaurant that has a lot of people. That means it has good food, because if it didn't have good food, it wouldn't be full of people. And it also ensures you get fresh food that is not sitting around all day, because they have to continuously make fresh food for all the people that are in the restaurant. Pro tip. Let's see how fueling up in the provinces work. Bye-bye. 250,000 Vietnamese dong to fill this bike up. I will say this, I can tell that it definitely has much better fuel mileage than my ex-ADV 750, which is to be expected because it also has, you know, like half the displacement in another one of these little towns. You know, this kind of reminds me of when I was doing my motorbike tours around northern Thailand, how you would have one main road that would get you from A to B, and then just sprinkled on that road here and there, you got these little villages, these little towns. And, you know, the Philippines is really not like that. But Vietnam is, definitely. That little town that we just passed through, I passed through 10 of them that look exactly like that in the past hour to an hour and a half. Which I've been getting it. I've been getting it. I've been trying to make up some time. Wow, dude. Nice. You see the sign up there? Welcome to Son La. Son La? S-O-N-L-A. So this is the town I'm going to be staying in this evening. This is stop 2 on the Northwest Vietnam Loop series. Of course, I don't know much about this town because I've done little to no research. Guys, I thought this was just going to be some tiny little town in the provinces of northern Vietnam. This is a legit, like, proper city, and it is nice. Hello. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I can park my bike inside the hotel? Wow. Okay. I'll take it.
Tonight's hotel was unbelievable value. 630,000 Vietnamese dong, aka about 24 US dollars. It was in a prime location, super clean, massive, with unusually tall ceilings and matching windows. Seriously insane value. After unpacking, I jumped back on the bike, stopped by a local store for a cold beverage, and headed up to the town's hilltop viewpoint.
Cheers, my friends. What's hilarious is I Googled what is the best location for a sunset beer in this town. It came up of this viewpoint where you're overlooking the city. But the funny thing is, the sun actually sets that way.
On my way back into town, I noticed a local car wash, and 25,000 Vietnamese dong later, aka 95 cents, the ADV 350 was looking so fresh and so clean. I think this is the cheapest I've ever paid to have a vehicle washed. Then it was time to check out a local Thai restaurant, and once again, like earlier today, things got really interesting really quickly.
Cheers, my friends.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. He paid for my entire meal?
Anh đã mời cho anh.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, if you know him, tell him I said thank you very much. Okay, thank you. By the way, your pad kerpow, very good. Very good pad kerpow. Very good.
Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on episode 3 of the Northwest Vietnam Loop series very soon.